Okay, so it is July 16th. It is a Sunday, and today I am doing what I call a Biz Dev day. So that basically means that for today I am focusing on growing my business. So each month I try to have 2 full days where I just focus on growing the business. And if you have a business, a blog, anything like that, I would highly recommend that you set aside at least 1 day a month where you are just focusing on growth strategies. I find it's very easy to get caught up in the writing and the editing and the kind of day-to-day stuff and kind of neglecting the bigger things, the bigger changes. So I've got 3 main things that I want to get done today. The first is to send a DM or a message to a lot of Cincinnati accounts. So in 2.5 weeks, we are moving to Cincinnati, Ohio. So I'm going to spend some time today trying to kind of build up some relationships with some people over there. The second thing then is to optimize the site's homepage, the howtogyst.com homepage for mobile. It looks good on desktop, I think. I spent a long time. I relaunched it on January 1st of this year. But on mobile, it doesn't look quite as slick. Some things are a little bit off center, things like that. So I want to try and get that looking good. And the third thing then is to do a course. We'll start it at least. I have signed up for an online course, a few actually. So today I'm going to pick one and get started on it. Stay tuned. First things first, shut down the Facebook tab. Okay, so it's taking longer than I anticipated. One of the reasons is because when I was in the middle of work, my husband came up to tell me that we have finally successfully negotiated a deal on a car over there. I've had my eye on a car. It's brand new. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, the deal is done, signed and sealed, and the car will be delivered to us when we go over. So I'm very excited about that. But he came in the middle of work and told me that, and now, well, for a while I was all abuzz. So I couldn't really concentrate. Anyway, what I have done is I have DM'd and emailed some Cincinnati accounts, some magazines about contributing to them, writing features, DMing some Instagram accounts, offering to do takeovers, sending messages to like parenting blogs and magazines. And now I'm going to get stuck into optimizing the home page. That's where I'm at. So this is what the site looks like on desktop. I think it looks pretty good. You've got your header, your menu, sign up for the newsletter, and then you scroll down. You've got more menus, like depending on where you want to go. Information about the e-course, some testimonials, a little bio, and then again just a final sign up for the newsletter before the socials. But on mobile, this is how it looks. So these are off center. This is obviously all on one side when it should kind of spread. It just doesn't look great. This looks okay, but then you come down here, like this should not be like right on top of each other. It's very difficult to read. Then you've got these look reasonably okay. These should not be one after another. I want them to be side by side. We've got this, it's not too bad. The testimonials, I'm gonna have to shorten, like they look very long. This as well, the bio, like it looks okay here, but then all the text here is like right up against the left margin. This looks okay. This is the sign up then for the thing, but then this is all off center again. And these are all off center, and again, these are vertical when they should be horizontal. So I have a lot of work to do. Better get cracking. Okay, I spent way longer on that than I anticipated. I spent about 2 hours doing it. I'm not 100% happy with every element of it. I'm going to have to do a bit of research into how I can fix certain things, but it's looking considerably better. Let me show you. Okay, so this is how it originally looked. This was off to the right. These were all off center. This was like one word per line. And then the sign up box extended past here, so it just stuck out too far. This is what it looks like now. Everything is nicely centered here. This is nicely done here, and then the box is right within this page section. So for the next bit then, this was kind of just a big blob of black text, and this was really spaced out. So in the new version, I've spaced out this text a little bit more, and this looks a little nicer. This then, you remember, in the old one looked like this, really squashed, you just couldn't read it, so I spaced out that text as well, so now it looks like this. Then you had all these menu options. The only difference is, we'll see, like on the old one there was a big gap here, so on the new version I just got rid of that, so they're all spaced properly. This is my biggest issue. I just cannot figure out how to get these to look these to be horizontal. They're horizontal on desktop, but they are not horizontal on the mobile version, and I have no idea why. Just cannot figure it out. So the old way still looks the same. Sorry, the new way still looks the exact same. This looked pretty okay in the old version. I managed to slim down the spaces in here. Haven't changed anything about the testimonials. I'll probably go through and just cut it down because they're quite long, so maybe try and condense them into 1 or 2 sentences. This then in the old one was all left aligned, and then there was a big gap here. So if I show you on the new one, again, I just kind of decreased. I couldn't decrease them all the way, but there's less of a gap here. I'll need to condense those down, but this is now nice and centered here. And then finally, this looked reasonably okay until you got down to the sign up box, which extended past the picture and was way off to the right. It was cut off. So I have fixed that now. So it's nice and centered and still within the box. And then again at the bottom here, this is now all nice and centered. Again, just cannot fix them. But initially it looked like this, like just all off. So that is the work that I have done. Like I said, I'm very pleased with it so far, but I really want to figure out how to have these horizontal, just side by side, instead of vertical like this. So yeah, not too bad. I'm reasonably pleased with that. I'll do some research on how I can change those social media icons so that they're horizontal, but that's pretty much it for this. It's a little bit later than I anticipated. I thought I would have more work done by now, but I'm happy with the amount of work that I'm doing. Right now, it's 5:20. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next. I'm definitely going to take a break. I just have some chores that I want to do. I want to pick out mine and my daughter's outfits for the week, and that will just kind of get me up and away from the screen as well. Okay, so I want to do a final check-in with you. It is now 10 p.m. almost. I have started a course. It's a diploma in blogging and content marketing. So I have been through the first lesson. There are 8 lessons in total. First one, very, very basic. But sometimes I feel it's important to go back over basic stuff. Because I think sometimes you can get to a point where you think you know everything and then you're forgetting some of the really foundational type things. I've also done up my weekly plan, so every Sunday I kind of prep for the week. So I pick out outfits for myself and my daughter for the week, and I do up a weekly plan where I kind of list very broadly the tasks that I want to get done each day, and that keeps me on track. I do include some catch-up time, so 1 or 2 afternoons a week, because inevitably something crops up during the week or I fall behind on something. Just something happens that kind of throws everything off, so I do leave some catch-up time to allow for all of those random things that happen. But today has been good, and I'm glad I did it. I'll be keeping an eye on my Google Analytics to see if people who are coming from mobile devices are now hanging around longer, if my bounce rate is lower, things like that. So I'll be able to measure some of it, and just wait around and see if I hear back from any of those Cincinnati accounts. So that's it for today. If you do have a small business or whatever, a blog, you should definitely set aside one of these days to crack on with all the stuff that is going to grow your business, grow your blog, and not just be caught up in the rat race. So I will see you in my next vlog. I think right now I'm probably going to go to bed and read for a bit. Maybe, I say that now, I'm already looking at the internet, I'm like, maybe I'll just browse for a little bit first. We'll see, but I'm going to be taking it easy, basically. So, good night.